let's start with like the Packers and Bears, and how we're feeling about our teams. I mean, Green Bay's lost some pieces, Chicago's lost some pieces. How are you feeling right now about your Packers?
Hopeful, but maybe not this year. Like if you look ahead at what the Packers have available in cap space and money to spend for 2027, I
Yeah.
feel like we're in a minor rebuild. They're not doing a ton of big things right now. We've let a lot of players go. I feel like we're going to bring in some young talent in the draft this year, but I feel like with the way the contracts and the cap space are lining up, I feel like our Super Bowl push is going to be 2027.
Well, and honestly, if Green Bay is healthy, they're contenders
Yeah. I
right
mean,
away.
the way things were last year with the team we had, we've let a lot of those big pieces go. So I do
Hmm.
think it's going to be a bit of a rebuild, but I mean, they have so much cap space for next year. And fully healthy, I think they would have been contenders up until the point last year where special teams bit us in the ass. So I'm hoping to see an improvement there. We definitely have some things to work on. Some pieces to draft in for sure. I think it'll be next year. I don't think it's going to be this year. I don't. I want to see improvement this year, and I'm hopeful, but I'm not expecting a 2026 season Super Bowl at all.
Well, it's interesting because I was saying, me and you were both saying the Packers need a wide receiver one, this offseason. And I don't know if they're going to get that the way it's
No,
shaping up.
I
But
don't think they are, which is kind of why like next year there's a lot of I mean, I don't remember the number, but it's a ton of money that's freed up for next season.
yeah, losing Romeo Dobbs to the Patriots, which is crazy. That's a good addition for New England.
Yeah,
My
I love him and Matt Collins are going to be so funny together. Like they're both
Yeah.
very just like oddball personalities. They're both fun, very like confident in themselves. I think that locker room is going to be hilarious.
I like it for New England. You lose
Yeah,
Stephon Diggs, but you immediately replace it. And Dobbs is a hell of a player.
he's fantastic. Yeah, that's one of the ones that kind of hurt to let him go. Um, I feel like every year going into the offseason, every fan has a list of players that they like for their personality, a list of players they like for their play and their style and what they contribute to the team. Romeo was very high on the list for both. Like he was a great player, good guy. Like we just want the best for him.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm glad he got paid. I'm glad he's in a place where they needed him. I think it'll make more sense for him to be there as far as his career trajectory. But we're gonna miss him.
It's going to be a lot of fun going forward to see how our Bears Packers rivalry grows going forward. And how about I kind of saw this coming after the way the season ended with DJ Moore and that interception at the end
Mhm.
of the game. But how about DJ Moore? My Bears trading him to your AFC team, the Bills, and that's a hell of an addition for Buffalo. I mean, do you think that's an instant number one wide receiver for them?
I mean, with what they have available, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean for other teams? He may be number two, but
Yeah.
for what they're working with, yeah, that's he's number one by far.
That's great for Josh Allen, and it's a big
Yeah.
loss for my Bears. I mean, we got Burden and Odunze, but we loved DJ Moore, and it sucks to see him go. But it's a great addition for Buffalo.
Yeah. I love what Buffalo did in the offseason. And I think it'll be nice for me without my hopes for the Packers this year. I'm like, oh, it's fine. I'll just stay on my Bills bandwagon. Give Josh Allen one more year. But I think your Bears have done some good things. I mean, what you guys got in exchange for DJ Moore is great. I think Odunze and Burden are gonna be fantastic without him. I don't think that you guys really needed him with as much improvement as we've seen from them. Um,
Yeah,
Bradbury, that trade worked out really well. I think I mean, you guys are stocked with draft picks right now. I think you guys are in a good place.
yeah. I just hate to see all the losses in the secondary. I was really hoping to keep Nashawn Wright or Kevin Byard or Jaquan Brisker, and to see all those guys go. I'm glad to see Tremaine Edmonds go, but that's a good addition for the Giants. But our secondary is a lot less, especially safety. The Bears are hurting at safety right now. And
Yeah, Kobe Bryant is a great ad though.
yeah, that was a good ad. But Byard leading the league in interceptions, Nashawn Wright, like all of our interceptions are gone. But we'll see what happens. The Bills also got C.J. Gardner Johnson from the Bears, and he's over there already talking about Super Bowl in Buffalo. So we'll see.
It's funny to me that I get more energy from him on his new team than we saw like with the Bears. Like I wonder if like he just wasn't like a an atmosphere pick there, like if he just like it wasn't a good fit. But
Yeah.
I'm glad to see he's excited. Like it's not like he was bad talking Chicago at all, but like his vibes just seem more excited to be in Buffalo. So I'm like, huh, interesting.
Well, they're true contenders, right? I
Yeah.
mean, you
Josh
believe they
Allen every
won.
year. Yeah.
Yeah. So that AFC East is going to be very competitive. I'm really looking forward to the Bills Patriots duking it out. Um, you lost Malik Willis to the Dolphins, but I
What's so funny to me is I called that in like the December 2nd. I was like, man,
yeah,
he's
you're
gonna look
all over
ugly as
that.
hell in a Dolphins jersey next year. The the Wisconsin's down there, they have a half of their training staff and coaching staff is from Green Bay, multiple players. Like I saw that coming a mile away. And it's so funny that it just came out like I would have been shocked if he'd gone anywhere else. There was no way he was going to be anyone besides a Dolphin. And they have taken this great potential high production backup quarterback, turned him into a starting quarterback, and then taken away every single weapon he had. What is
Yeah.
the plan?
So let me know what you think about this. If I'm Malik Willis, the two teams that were reportedly interested in me were the Dolphins and the Cardinals. Right now, I'm kind of wishing that I had gone to Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr. and those weapons. Miami's got nothing now besides Achan.
I feel like maybe their plan is to like, build around Malik, like bring in some young talent in the draft, like start
Yeah.
putting a team together around him. Because I mean, it is going to be his first year as a starting quarterback. He doesn't have that many starts under his belt. Yes, he has played fantastically in the production we've seen from him on the field, but I feel like they're trying to build with him. So kind of starting over, getting rid of some of the veteran players, getting some extra draft picks makes sense. But it's crickets in that wide receiver room right now, man. It is rough.
At least they signed Jalen Tolbert and Tutu Atwell, but yeah, that receiving core is so bad.
And
They're
I feel
gonna.
like the 1 year contracts there too makes me think like these are just to bridge the gap. We're gonna try to draft up the next couple of years and build a team. It doesn't seem like they're planning on doing much this season.
Yeah, but it's kind of frustrating. You wonder if Malik is part of the long-term plan there or not. You know what I mean? And so hopefully he at least can have success and produce. And then if Miami isn't the end goal, he gets signed somewhere else.
Yeah, but I mean a 3 year contract. They could have signed him to a 1 year. Like I feel
Yeah.
like they definitely have some faith in him.
No, and that backfield with Malik and Achan is scary,
Yeah.
regardless of who else is there.
They're going to be good on the
Um,
ground regardless of who can get open to catch the ball.
Yeah. Now I saw who was it that was saying, I think it was Chris Carter. How scared are you and how scared are we now of the Minnesota Vikings now
Oh.
that toddler Kyler Murray is over there?
Listen, I no one said oh shit when he went to our division. Like no one said that. Like, oh, good for them. Like that no one is scared of him.
Yeah,
Um, I feel like he was managed poorly early in his career and he chose the wrong position, maybe the wrong sport.
yeah.
And he should have looked into other options. Um, I feel like he's limiting himself by continuing to stay at the quarterback position. I think he'd be a fantastic route running wide receiver, maybe a good quick route running back, but no one is scared of him at quarterback. Maybe I would love to be proven wrong. Um, would prefer if he was in a different division if he were to prove me wrong, but I don't think we're going to be shocked by his production. I don't think they're going to be a 15-win team with him there. I don't see it.
So I got this bright idea recently. So they fired the GM, the Vikings did, because of things not working out with JJ McCarthy.
Yeah.
Now everyone's saying that Kyler Murray is Kevin O'Connell's guy, and if it doesn't work this year, they're going to fire Kevin O'Connell. So if I'm the Vikings, what do you think of this? Trading up, trading with the Cardinals to number 3 overall, and taking the Notre Dame running back Jeremiah Love, and you put him in that backfield with Kyler Murray. Now you've got some explosiveness on offense to go with Justin Jefferson and those guys.
For them, I think it would be a good move. I don't want another J-Lo in the division. We have enough J, like we're good. That name is taken. I'm sorry. No,
I
I
didn't even
actually think
think
that would
about
make a lot
that.
of sense. What's funny to me is we knew JJ McCarthy, especially me, needed a veteran quarterback to learn
Yeah,
under. I
yeah,
don't think he's going to learn what he needs to learn from a quarterback like Kyler Murray. I don't think he's the guy. Kirk Cousins was the perfect fit. Bring him in under a veteran, like just an old school quarterback because JJ McCarthy is good at handing the ball off. He's good at, hanging out in the pocket. But that was what he was good at Michigan. He needed to learn someone else's style. And I don't
yeah.
think Kyler Murray is different enough and good enough at the things that JJ needs to learn for that to be the correct veteran young quarterback matchup. So I feel like they mismanaged the quarterback position greatly over the past few seasons. And I haven't been wrong about any of those statements since they got rid of Kirk Cousins yet. So
Yeah, and they're good. They said it's an open competition. Can you imagine if JJ McCarthy wins that competition?
I don't know who I'm rooting for. Like JJ at Michigan won us a natty. Like he was on the team, so like I've got a soft spot for him. But like you can't bring in a quarterback and expect more from him than he's shown you his entire career. And then
Yeah,
Kyler Murray with his cute little toddler scampers around the field, like he's good at certain things. I feel like they just need to uh, it would make sense if they were different enough to where
yeah,
like, oh, just like have them both out there, like use them for different things. But neither one of them really has a big strength in an area where the other one is lacking. So it's just a weird, like they
yeah.
don't balance each other out at all.
No, I mean they could have signed Kirk Cousins this offseason, and they didn't do that. I don't
Joe
understand the con.
Flacco. Joe Flacco was
Yeah,
available.
yeah. Any of those would have been a better teacher for McCarthy
Yeah.
too.
He
So
needed like an on-team coach, not
yeah,
someone who's trying to save their career.
yeah,
Like maybe
exactly.
it'll light a fire under both of them, but I just don't get the vibes that the two of like I feel like they're just gonna be buddies. I don't get like the I need to fight for my job vibes from either one of them.
And the Lions, look, I'm not very worried about the Lions going into this season. They lost their starting left tackle, their starting center. Um, they lost David Montgomery. How about that trade? Montgomery to the Texans. I like that for David Montgomery. And Detroit's going to be going all in on Jahmyr Gibbs. I don't know if that's a good thing. I like the idea of Jahmyr being one of a two running back combo a lot more than giving him all those touches.
Yeah, I think he's definitely a good one of two.
Mhm.
It kind of made me sad. Like they were so cute
Yeah,
together, Knuckles and Sonic, and like they had a
yeah,
whole thing.
yeah,
Isaiah Pacheco is not a bad replacement, though.
yeah,
I feel like he's
yeah.
still got some gas in the tank. He can still get off some good plays. But Gibbs as the number two made a lot of sense.
Hmm.
He has a different style, so it'll be interesting to see how they shift things around to play into that.
Yeah, there's kind of some pressure on him now. They like some. It sounds crazy to say, but like some Barry Sanders expectations. Like
Yeah.
you know, the Lions have to prove it to me, and I wasn't super stoked about their new offensive coordinator hire either. You know, it didn't work out last year. Drew Petzing is the guy they got from the Cardinals, and
I was like,
how much?
who? I
Yeah,
had
how
no
much
idea who we were
success?
talking about.
Like the Cardinals haven't had this explosive offense, so um,
And a
I don't
lot of
know.
losses on that team too. Khalif
Yeah,
Raymond was solid. Alex Anzalone is a big one. Amik
yeah,
Robertson, like they lost some key players. Also, the Decker thing is so weird. Like to have a
yeah.
player like openly be like, "Oh, I might retire." Like,
Well, and then so he told the Lions, I'm interested in coming back. I want to, you know, I've never played for anyone else. I want to finish my career with Detroit. And he's like, and they started asking me some questions and had some things to say that I wasn't expecting, and we couldn't come to an agreement. So now he's a free agent. There's a lot of talk about my Bears signing Taylor Decker, reuniting with Ben Johnson. So we'll see what happens there.
I think that would be so good for the Bears because there's got to be some not so just some animosity there because what do you mean you were perfectly content keeping this guy? He said he
Yeah,
might retire, and then when he was like, "Yeah, I'm open to staying," they were like, actually, wait, no." Like,
Yeah.
ugh, like something went wrong there. There was something. So I feel like
And
he would come into the NFC North with a chip on his shoulder against Detroit, which would be good for Chicago.
yeah, and I don't like it when it kind of forces the Lions to have to pick a left tackle, right?
Mhm.
Because they don't have a backup plan. So I don't know. I don't know what the Lions are doing,
I will
but
say though, not hating on Detroit, the way they handled that veteran maybe retirement situation reminds me of a lot of the hate the Packers have gotten in the past for how they handled older players wanting to like who are on the cusp of retirement, just like some weird shenanigans. It reminded me of some of that. Why is that such an NFC North thing? Like, let the
yeah,
guys leave with some dignity. Like we've heard so many stories out of our division where the guys were like, "Yeah, it's coming down to the end of my career," and they're like, "No, don't worry, we'll take you back if you want to play." I told them I wanted to play, and then they cut me. Like, what the fuck? Like, so
yeah.
many stories out of our division. I don't know of a lot of other teams that have made the news for those kind of shenanigans, but our division for
No,
sure.
Bears famously with Urlacher over $1
Yep.
million. You know, it was so
Yeah.
stupid.
So Waddle's a great pick. Denver historically has overpaid very many times for players. Brock
Yeah.
Osweiler, like I can name off so many players they've overpaid
Okay.
for.
Yeah.
It's what they do.